Jones College Prep.
Yeah!
My comrades and I are here on behalf of ALAS, which is the Association of Latin American Students. We stand united before you in order to promote the civic participation for the advancement of all peoples. In these troubling times, mi gente must stay united against all threats to our brown bonds that anchor themselves on the dirt that has cultivated this land. We stand united against the malice and bigotry that has been thrown at us, against the border that keeps on crossing. Sangre, mis hermanas, mis hermanos, mi gente, mi sangre. You all stand here for us. You all stand here for us that cannot be here. We must continue to stand and speak. Continue to fight for ourselves, por nuestra gente, for our madres y padres. We are the fire of the ashes. We are not the long forgotten. We are here and present. We are strong and resilient. We are brown madness that screams, "Si se puede," against all bigot rhetoric. I see bright faces in this crowd. I see emotion-filled faces. I see faces that have been hurt. I have seen faces that have felt lost. But we stand strong, stronger together, strongest in crowds, and we will stand stronger than any border they build. Mi gente, we've always felt fear. We've always had enemies, always had too much to deal with, always had to struggle. Y vamos a seguir luchando, because if we let fear consume us and we get into it, then we become nothing. And we will scream until our voices are hoarse, until our lungs become strained, until we are heard, and until this country sacrifices as much as we have, until this country finally loves us as much as we have. This is a personal story. Desde pequeña supe lo que fue no tener una madre por 13 meses. Mi madre se fue a México para cumplir su penitencia de venir a este país sin documentos, con mis hermanas mayores y mi hermano mayor. Mis otros dos hermanos y mi hermana y yo nos quedamos con mi papá aquí en los Estados Unidos. Hay que tomar en cuenta que éramos 7 hijos, todos bien chiquillos. Mi mamá le preguntó a su abogada que ella cómo le iba a hacer para dejar 4 de sus hijos. La más chiquita de 6 años siendo yo, sin su mamá. Y la abogada le contestó, diciendo que si ella trataba de venirse otra vez sin papeles, que ya no podía regresar por 10 años. Me acuerdo que cuando estaba apenas los trámites de irse con mis hermanos a México, que me preguntó que si me quería ir con ella. Yo le respondí que no. Y esto es algo que a mí no me correspondía hacer como una niña de 6 años. Más bien no tiene que corresponder a ningún niño de 6.
Ánimo. Let's go. You got it.
Sigue.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
También cuando era mi primer día del Día de las Madres sin una madre. Llantos de mi desesperación y lágrimas que corrieron por mis cachetes en saber que no podía abrazar a mi madre ni besarla para felicitarla en ser la mejor madre que una niña pudo tener, ni darle su carta que hicimos en clase diciendo te quiero mucho mami, eres la mejor. Ese es un sentido que ninguna familia tiene que pasar. La separación de mi familia fue lo más duro que nosotros pudimos pasar, el tiempo perdido de padres a hijos. Afortunadamente solamente tuve que dejar a mi madre por 13 meses y no a mi padre. Fue más difícil para él. Perdió tiempo junto a su esposa, perdió tiempo junto a sus hijos, hijas y tomó la más grande responsabilidad de ser madre y padre. Señor Trump, mis papás y mi gente venimos aquí en los Estados Unidos no para tener lujos. Nosotros padres vinieron a este país para que sus hijos progresen y hicieran algo con su vida y ser alguien en la vida sin preocuparse cada día que hay de comer. Mis padres sacrificaron en dejar su familia para su otra familia para que saliera adelante. Y es algo que como jóvenes latinos estamos orgullosos. Desde pequeños nosotros como familia vimos lo que era el sufrimiento de una separación, de una familia que era unida. Y le pido al señor presidente Donald Trump que deje las redadas y las deportaciones de las familias, porque ningún niño, adolescente ni un adulto de 20, 30 años tiene que saber en no tener una madre o padre, cuando lo único que nuestros padres nos dieron era su amor, cariño y apoyo a hacer algo más en la vida. Around the age of 6, my mother left to Mexico for 13 months with my 3 oldest siblings, while my 3 other siblings and I stayed here with my dad. My mother went back to Mexico as her punishment for coming to the U.S. without papers. During the time my mom was gone, I learned to not have a mother for 13 months, and that was the worst thing that I, as a 6-year-old, had to experience. Since she would be leaving for a long time, I remember her asking me if I wanted to go with her, and I told her no. I thought to myself that this wasn't something a 6-year-old like me had to answer. She is my mom, and I needed her by me. I shouldn't have to face a situation where I had to decide between missing school for a year or leave with my mom. The deprivation of my mother from life hit me hard when I had to celebrate Mother's Day without her. I cried. I cried thinking how I could not go home and hug and kiss the woman who has given me all her love and attention. To not be able to give her a happy Mother's Day card I had made in class with me saying, "Te quiero mucho, mami, eres la mejor." And that was the worst part. The worst part was the separation of her from me. The separation of a bond that was too brown for white to settle in. The seclusion and deprivation of a mother should not be happening to a child who is only 6. To a teenager, to even a young adult who knows that the sacrifices their parents have made was to benefit them in the future. To find out that they have been punished for trying to give their kids a brighter future. For trying to put food on the table so that their kids don't have to go hungry. For simply dreaming for a brighter tomorrow. Is a barbaric in every aspect. So I say to you, Mr. Trump, my parents and my people's parents and grandparents did not come here to just dream. We came here to pursue those dreams, to use our parents' sacrifices as a way for us to rise and reach our potential. We are more than grateful towards our parents and extremely proud that they are immigrants because they came here with nothing and have done so much without having papers or good financial status. That is something that is admirable. Now, President Trump, I ask you to listen to my community and do not deport any families because you are affecting the future of America. Give us our rights because we too contribute to this economy. We too are workers. We too are people who need support from our families. Do not discriminate against our color and assume we are criminals. Do not make us less because we are all humans regardless of our color. Our skin color should not determine whether we get stopped or not. Beaten or valued as less because at the end of the day, we all strive for greatness and to make America great. Let's not forget that we are a community of Latinos. The language we speak, listen to, or know is what creates a bond between all of us. We are one. We are sons and daughters, grandsons and granddaughters of those who sacrificed everything for us so that we can dream higher than they ever did for themselves. We are the voices who will not be silenced. We are the youth that will make history. We are the brighter tomorrow. We are the future of America. This land may not be ours, but it does not belong to President Trump either. Let's not forget that this land belongs to no one, so we are all foreigners. The only difference is that we helped build this country. Nosotros somos el futuro de América y nosotros no son nada. Padres, no se preocupen que sus voces van a ser oídas. Y aquí estamos para unirnos y levantarnos juntos como una comunidad latina. Nosotros somos guerreros. We are warriors.
From all over the world supporting. Out here, like a true warrior, nothing stops us. Ni la nieve, ni wait, I got it. I swear to God. Ni nieve, ni viento detendrá este movimiento. Ni nieve, ni viento detendrá este movimiento. Ni nieve, ni viento detendrá este movimiento. And the thing that we want, we are students and faculty we are psychologists, and the thing that we see happening right now is this is warfare on our minds. This is trauma that is being inflicted on the minds of the people that built this country, and that is not okay. And the way that we see that we need to fight this war is we don't fight this war with the type of war that they are inflicting on us, which is psychological trauma. There are people losing their lives because of the emotions that being stirred. Children growing up in fear that they don't have that they may not have or don't have their mother or father, grandmother anymore by their side. Children are being lost. Elders are being lost. So what we want to promote is love. We want to change the world with thoughts of love, of happiness, of community, and that's what's happening right now. As horrible as the things that that are happening, it's bringing us together. We're remembering how to be families. We're remembering how to be neighbors with all of our brothers and sisters. Detendrá este movimiento, ni nieve, ni viento. detendrá este movimiento. Mi arrepentimiento detendrá este movimiento.
To empower others, to bring justice into our nation. The beauty here is seeing all of you of different colors, different faiths, different beliefs, different backgrounds. And that's when you see the true United States of America. When we see the Statue of Liberty, what is it supposed to be? It's a beacon for freedom, for liberty, and for justice, and for the dreams and the hopes of the people of our nation and across the world. What we see right now is somebody who's trying to take that, the basic principles and the foundations of our nation. When we see these types of things, there's a quote that I always think about from Thomas Jefferson, and it says, along the lines of, when injustice becomes the law, resistance is the duty that we must have. Resistance is what we must do. Our voice has to impart not only us, but every single individual. When you see another strike, when you see another protest going for transgender rights, for the LGBTQ, I was messed this up, I'm sorry. LGBTQI plus community, different faiths, different backgrounds, different nationalities. In the end, this is the United States of America. It's liberty and justice for all, and not just for a few. And by seeing this group unite and become as a family for our nation and for those who are being impacted and those who are here today, I'm very glad to say that we're all part of this resistance and that we're all a family to another, and we should continue this. Because no matter how we look, we all have the same blood going through our veins, we all breathe the same air, and we're all part of this beautiful thing called humanity. Thank you.